Hey Tando, I need to arrange for your medical testing to finalize your life cover. The more we know about you, the more cover you could qualify for.
What will happen to my medical records?
Well, Siswami, Old Mutual keeps them confidential.
Get medically tested and you could qualify for more life cover.
iDiskiTV, powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Mamelodi Sundowns are 5 points. Quick group here, but it's Group A or Group B, where they have just collected 3 points against Giants zase North Africa. Giants zase Morocco, Raja Casablanca. Mamelodi Sundowns making sure Guti they're collecting all the 3 points. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new coach at Klodkop. I can't pronounce his name. Lindo will help me pronounce his name. What's his name, Lindo?
Miguel Cardoso. Miguel Cardoso, the Don. They call him the Don.
He has arrived.
Yeah,
and his first game.
Yeah.
Are you impressed with Miguel? I'm sure you are happy with the result, but were you happy with the performance in Donazako? No, I'm good.
I think Budisi out here Mukotlo. Ngibulise the little Napoleon, ngibulise uBobo, ngibulise uJusta, ngibulise uMr Nkewu. Just when I Shane man. Let's artistically kanje. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. Congratulations to the Don Miguel Cardoso and his technical team and the players, of course. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. I think it's an incredible result, in my opinion. It's an incredible result.
What are you hiding there?
Just don't fit this hand. But anyway, I think it was an incredible fixture. I was happy with the intensity of the game. I think the pace of the game, in my opinion, was incredible. What I liked the most, what impressed me the most, firstly, Mangcaluk Checker, because it's the first game. Obviously, when a new coach bounce, every team starts like this when there's a new coach. That's why I'm saying, man, I still need to see more. And in the second half, that's where I wanted to see his tactical prowess. How does he think as a coach? How does he work? Obviously, I was noticing Cheke bench like I was looking at the idea. The first game, Shane, already should tell you, if you're a top coach, more especially working at an organization like Mamelodi Sundowns that has been built for over 12 years, with the right profile of players, with the right personnel, with the right auditing or a squad, you should come into this team already imposing yourself, which is something that I like. He spoke about imposing himself. He's a coach that imposed himself. I think he attacked 6 players. Boboni structure set 3-1. Which left 2 tabs in between our centre backs. It almost looked like a 3-4-3 in position of the ball. Ribeiro, I like him. For me, he's a number 10. Yes, we are master a position, one of the best number 10s. But I like him more as a number 10 coming from the right hand side. More of a half wing, half 10 coming from the right, in a third man run a bit dangerous, receive and play those diagonal balls. Ikam Rayners is still going to score a lot of goals for Mamelodi Sundowns, more especially with this new coach. I think he's a clinical finisher, Shane. He's a clinical finisher. He's a killer. Nkolupekele finishing. Uyazi ukuthi pala movie. He doesn't move good goal mouth le muntu. You understand, Shane? It's 110 finish. He scored so many of those goals. And I said, Shane, to prove that that guy is a clinical finisher, or pass inside net. Do you know how difficult it is to pass inside net? Yes, shy pali langena, but Liamchita Leon is a clinical finish. He always knows how to find the corner. An incredible performance from Upili, no Mkulise, Baskai creativity, from a check at the way Basilanga corner, Namsanje scooping. Yonkin to be yet true. Namsanje being our bone, a diagonal touch for the first time in a very long time. Must boost Ukoza, no, Libusa. Had the responsibility, Namsanje. Of all the time about Petit Paula, always find Upili, always find Marcelo Allende, always find Tebza. Immediately must start to turn in the progressive line. Sidlala in the assist zone. Mangas check namhlanje mapokotweni were unbelievable. Ama one touch pass between Umkhulis and Aboneo Mayemba to find about Ribeiro. I think we were incredible namhlanje on the ball. I like the intensity of the precision passing. I like the intensity of the passing here. I think we moved the ball a little bit quicker. Under the coach Rulani, yes, we kept the ball. In terms of my build-up schemes with, but sometimes it was a little bit slower, more especially must figure in the final third. I think what Cardoso is adding with the ton a little bit is a little bit of quick. We've got a little bit of pace, a little bit. I don't know. Also, I think it's made by the profile of players because when you have a profile of Rayners, you always have a threat behind. You're looking at the creativity. Man, it's been done so bad by Mamelodi Sundowns. This boy, I think, is incredibly talented. Shane, Manga check brain decision making. Shane. the comfortability on the ball. Uyabona kancane Shane ukuthi umfana just needs more games for him to get into his level. But for me, already convinced me in that midfield. Already Cardoso tells you how he wants to play with having 2 number 10s like Umkhulise, Ulenduz. You can already see Nomaselo Allende Shane. He's playing closer to the box, in my opinion. I think he came you could see he was joining a boxing. He plays them wide, join a boxing. I expect he cut back. I think he played very well now, in my opinion, Nomaselo Allende. But if you check Mamelodi Sundowns, the only player for me, because in position of the ball, Shane, njoba ngisho ngithi uTebogo Mokoena uyapepa kuma center back and then ama full back aba as high as possible uLunga. If ungacheck uLunga, maybe uMiguel is his first game. You need to give the coach time. I think Coach Steve Kompela can actually tell him that we need a better quality of a player there on the left hand side, because for me, Bepa, good right hand side we were more dangerous, more especially no Ribeiro, no Mdao. But on the left hand side, I think we're short a balance. In my opinion, Ulungo Yasnet, I think maybe the thinking is he helps us in a dead ball situation, more especially Raja, because they are tall. You know, he's going to help us defend. But in my opinion, the shot and creativity on the left-hand side. But if you are check Anabi Raja, incredible game plan. You can tell these teams share Champions League teams in terms of the level of which they play at. Before talent and everything, the profile of players, the personnel. You look at the technical ability of these players, Shane. For me, I've watched 2 teams already in this CAF Champions League from the North, and I thought to myself, okay, the North Africans have improved in terms of how they play football. They've always adopted the European style of play, which is always don't play in the direct line, go wide and cross. But in my opinion, now they start building out from the back. They try and find players in their direct line, in their red zone. They understand tactically what they need to do. They understand when to sacrifice and when not to sacrifice. They understand that at times you won't play with the ball, more especially in an away game. Tactically, I think they are top. Because if you check how they defended the box, how they defended the direct line, they knew which spaces like Melabas Guy, Mamelodi Sundowns, which spaces like Ngamelanga Baba Guy is on. I think the number 11 boy who's quick on the wing, I think is incredibly good. He drives with the ball, knows when to attack his space. But if you check Ashane, for me, this was a high-level game in my opinion. And this is why it's important for Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates to play CAF Champions League. I think this raises the level of our players tactically and technically, because if you are check Shane, these guys, it's not easy for them to lose the ball. We check if first touch yabo, we check how they pass the ball from a technical ability. I think even our level in the Betway Premiership can rise if we can start improving our players technically. I think if you can assess the Betway Premiership and you assess some of our players, Shane, you'll find that some of them are not technically very good, because as a coach, players improve your training session, Shane. The better player you have, the better your session is. The better player you have, the better the league is. That's why the league is better, because we've got players like Abum because it's a better quality of a player. We've got players like Abu Ribeiro, Marcel Island. That's why when you're a foreigner, Shane, when you come into this country, you need to raise the standard and the level of the league. And for me, players like Abu Marcelo Allende, they raise the standard of the league, in my opinion. Ribeiro raises the standard of the league. And when watching this Raja Casablanca team, I think it's an incredible football team. It looks like a Champions League team from a tactical perspective in terms of how they defend without the ball and when they have the ball. From a technical perspective in terms of passing, how they link, how they combine. Very coachable players as well. Understand, you can tell Shane it's a high-level players, because with high-level players, Shane, they understand how to play away games as well. When you play away games, Shane, you need to understand it's 3 o'clock. They are not used to playing under these conditions. You need to, Shane, understand tactically that you need to reserve your energy. You understand, Shane? They know how to play the moment. Understand, Shane? Which is the very same thing that Mamelodi Sundowns needs to learn under Miguel Cardoso, which is something that I saw. Yes, it's game number 1, but what I saw already is we play the moment. If there's a pass that needs to be played behind the defense, we play that pass. If we need to combine, we combine. If we have to be slow and control the tempo of the game, we control the tempo of the game. Another positive thing is the introduction Galitlaku in the second half, Shane. I think that gave him trust. It gave me, as a fan, it gave me as an analyst, belief that I thought some of these boys won't play with Mamelodi Sundowns, more especially the Koza boy, who's a Royce of a defender. What a defender. Technically very good. Ukwazi ukuthola ama 30-meter pass, short na long, Shane. Ukwazi ukudlala ama deep pass, reads the game very well. He's tall. Uyakwazi ukucompete nangama set piece. Uyasinceda nathi ngikukhiphe nama set piece. Communication yakhe is proper, is coachable as well. So those 2 players, I was worried about them, Agenu Mikel, because he's got the responsibility of winning, Shane. Every after 3 games, this guy must deliver a result. So for me, I was happy to see Lutlaku, and I'm happy that the assist comes from him. But ngicela ucheckele yankunzi pass, pre-assist. We call it the secondary assist. Ngicela ubhekele yankunzi pass eshawo Ronza. Ukuthola uLitlaku. What a pass. Yeah. The importance besikhuluma ngayo kaSipho China. I think uRonza, I said mina last season.
We spoke about it just last night. Yeah. We spoke about it. We even mentioned Ronan Williams.
Yeah.
It's very important for Sundowns. That's where yonke into iqala khona. Iqala phaka Ronan Williams. I mean, La bola, if Uron Williams played any other pass, there wouldn't be that goal. So that pass was really important. It resulted into a goal.
Yeah, Shane, that pass in Kunze pass, breaking lines. I think it broke 3 lines. It broke the first line of confrontation, it broke the line of progression, and it broke the last line. To find Ulitlaku in that space, net decision making, incredible. But also, I'm proud of the technical team. I'm proud of the relationship that they have in the technical team, more especially Steve Kompela. I think he's a gentleman. I'm happy that he's gelling in with the coach and with the new technical team. It's very important, Shane. He needs to move away from Coach Mangoba Mngqithi. I think they've worked together for a long period of time. Steve Kompela has worked in Europe. I think he understands that football is business. He understands that football, Mamelodi Sundowns is in the business of winning football games. And for him personally, he's probably seeing this as an opportunity to learn from Miguel Cardoso. He probably sees this as an opportunity to build a friendship. You understand? He's going to be very important to Mamelodi Sundowns. More especially if you understand Coach Steve Kompela personally, that he's a person who's very close to my player. I understand I'm a player. He understands. Remember, he speaks more than 7 languages. So he knows how to accommodate people, my players from Venda. He knows how to accommodate Bafana Base KZN. You know, we are a very diverse country. So he's important. He's got a very important role to play. Mamelodi Sundowns, which is a senior coach. It's more of a managerial role. You know, it's important for Miguel Cardoso, for himself. You can see even now before the match ended, Shane, where he was giving him instructions, giving him little details about certain players. Because, Shane, yes, you might look at the talent of certain players, but maybe you don't understand the personality and the character. The coach has only been here for 4 days, 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. So it was important for him to spend time with his technical team. It's important for him to spend time with his players. But for me, I'm happy with the attitude of the players, happy with the attitude. I think today he looked like a different player. You can tell that he didn't want to play for the previous coach. You can tell there was a problem there, Shane, in my opinion, because today he looks like a Rolls Royce, never lost the ball, 2 touch and moves the ball quickly. One of the best right backs in Africa. You can check now, very comfortable on the ball, defense deals 1v1 situations. Then you've got the always reliable Busa Libusa, who's probably the most underrated. Yambon comes from the school of Ajax. Technically very good nang dead ball situations. Shane he pass that breaks the line. Libusa is very important. Pass 6 is one of those. I think Lento Leagu's Cape Town Spurs is a good development, Shane. The importance of development. The centre backs that always find the number 6. Olibusa always finds Utebs. If I got two Utebs, Utolum you understand? But I don't know what happened to my players. But I'm showing a first half substitute. But I was happy to see Lutlak.
Well, that's it. Mamelodi Sundowns are now on top. Are they on top?
Yeah.
They're on top.
We're on top of the group, my brother.
I mean, no one would have. I mean, I wouldn't say no one expected it. I mean, Sundowns group I don't think anyone expected the Sundowns out of 2 games, maybe 2 points. Yeah. So now you can see that there are 5 points. They are now starting to pick up points. Quick groups of which is in the big Sundowns. By the time the game will start when you see, you know, they only need 1 point to qualify quarterfinals. But now they are on 5 points, meaning that the Sundowns are on course to making indawo yabo quarterfinals CAF Champions League for the season 2024-2025. That's it. Mamelodi Sundowns are now 5 points group yabo after beating Giants in Morocco, Raja Casablanca. Mamelodi Sundowns, congratulations to the boys. That's it for iDiski TV.